The skyline in Cambodia's capital Phnom Penh has changed dramatically in recent years. Buildings went up rapidly as the money flowed in, mainly from China, Cambodia's largest investor. But China's economy is grinding to a halt, making for uncertain times for many, including the 200,000 Cambodians employed in the construction sector.
I'm so worried. If I lose my job, I don't know where I would find another one. I also owe money to the bank, so if I lose my job for a few days, it would be tough for me to pay the loan.
There's even more uncertainty for those in the garment industry, which is facing setbacks on two fronts. The European Union will place tariffs on some footwear and clothing it imports from Cambodia because of a deterioration in democracy and workers' rights. The industry employs almost 800,000 people and relies on Chinese investment and raw materials. With many suppliers in China closing down because of the spread of coronavirus, Cambodia's government says some of its factories will suspend operations for as long as 3 months. As many as 90,000 people may lose their jobs temporarily. In recent years, China has become more influential and more invested in Southeast Asia, from tourism to construction to manufacturing. But even before the coronavirus outbreak, as the Chinese economy was slowing, governments in this region were beginning to wonder if they were becoming too reliant on China. Singapore's Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says because China is a much bigger factor in the region than it used to be, his country's economy could dip into recession this year, as visitor numbers drop by as much as 30%. Thailand's economy was already stuttering and may also be nearing recession, with growth heading for less than 2%. And Vietnam's manufacturing sector depends on a well-oiled supply chain from China. In January, exports fell more than 17%. But some experts believe the threat extends well beyond this region.
All countries in the world depend on China production, especially in the United States. In Europe, they import a lot from China, and when China have problem, then they will have inflation there. Yeah, the same thing. So that is not for Cambodia and for Southeast Asia, but for the world.
The wealthy may be able to ride it out, but it is perhaps tougher for those living on the edge of poverty, who could easily slip backwards in the event of a regional or global economic shock. In Cambodia, there are millions in that category, and as coronavirus spreads in China and beyond, the economic contagion is also worsening. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Phnom Penh.